Hey guys, before the video starts, I'm gonna give a quick little update on basically a lot of the content that's gonna go up on the channel until I'm able to get a new computer to start up the gameplays again. A lot of them are gonna be basically Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, with me talking about top 10s, like just other discussions and more, so yeah. Anyway, I'll let the video get started now. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Eric, of course. I'm actually redoing this video because the last video, when I tried to upload this for scheduling and stuff like that, it didn't do it. So unfortunately for me, yeah, I have to redo this list. Anyway, I'm doing my top 10 favorite archetypes. So yeah, should be fun, I guess. Anyway, number 10 is DDD, different dimensional demons, if you guys don't know. It's a powerful, underrated when they were before links, powerful archetype, which could pendulum, fusion, synchro, and exceeds, and they have very powerful boss monsters as well. The only thing is that all the support came out pretty late, so a lot of people didn't get to play with them for that long, and they like flew under the radar with all the other stuff going on. So yeah, but still, I mainly like this archetype because of Reggie Akiba from the anime. He was a cool antagonist. I mean, not cool rival. Yeah, he was a cool rival for me. So yeah. Anyway, number 9 is Utopia, the Utopia archetype. The way most people, what upsets me with this is that most people just play Utopia the Lightning. That's like the only way you see Utopia nowadays. But I play Utopia beyond OTK. So yeah, if you guys don't know, that deck mainly revolves around you using the spell called Exceeds Change Tactics, which lets you draw a card every time by pay 500 life points to draw a card every time you summon the Utopia monster. And you keep doing this, and then eventually you use Astral Force to rank up into Utopia Beyond, make your opponent's monsters all 0 attack, equip it with a Story Challenge and the 2 ZW weapons, I forget their names, and then just make it more effective than OTK. So yeah, that's why I like Utopia. Number 8 for me is going to be a Morphage, which is a lockdown pendulum deck that isn't really the best. It's pretty slow, but I don't know, I just like all the card art and how the deck functions. I don't normally play lockdown or stun decks, but I mainly play because it's a pretty balanced for what it is. You having to control all these things, and it just makes it very difficult to play, but I don't know, I just like the difficulty of playing it. Number 6 is going to be Synchrons. I like Synchrons mainly, again, an anime character, Yusei. I also love how the deck works. A lot of combos. It's a very combo heavy deck, but I'm not one of the ones who just plays Quasar Turbo. I play a lot of the other warriors as well. I mainly love the warriors. The Synchrons itself is mainly just a means to the end to get to all these powerful warriors. It's my favorite being Stardust Warrior because it's just so freaking cool. So yeah, unfortunately I can't play it right now because of links and stuff like that, but eventually I'm pretty sure eventually we'll find a way to play that deck in links. So yeah. Nope. Crap, I keep shaking there. So, number 4 is gonna be Heroes. Basically, all the the entire hero archetype except for Destiny Hero. I don't like Destiny Hero mainly because of the original Destiny Heroes. They just sucked. Basically, the only ones used were Diamond Dude and Malicious out of the deck. So yeah, the original Destiny Heroes just have a bad taste in my mouth, which is why I didn't play the new Destiny Heroes. But yeah. Anyway, with the other hero archetypes, my favorite one are them being the evil heroes, even though they don't have that much support. I just like the idea of them being corrupt of the original elemental heroes, which original elemental hero will also pretty fun as well. Uh, Even though I didn't play them as much, but I mainly played the Omni heroes, which are the fusion heroes, which only take a hero and an attribute, and they're super cool. My favorite one of them being Escovado, even though he's probably the worst one out of them as well. I do like mask heroes. The only mask hero I don't really like is Darklaw, mainly because people only play Darklaw out of the mask heroes, even though there are also the other mask heroes also pretty cool as well. So yeah, so that's heroes for me. Okay, so number 3 is going to be Light Sworns. Light Sworns mean a lot to me, mainly because when I got back into playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I just bought a bunch of packs from Secrets of Eternity and just made a deck out of that, and then slowly just improved it up with new Perform Power support and new Magician support. But that was near the beginning, so they didn't really have that much, so my deck wasn't really that good. So what I did is that I can't remember if I went to a Target or I just went to like a game store. I think it was called Keith's Comics. I don't remember what I bought it for. I bought a Realm of Light structure deck, and that basically became my first actual like competitive deck. And this was before I bought multiples of a structure deck, so I only ever had one. Only ever bought one, and I've only like made little improvements to it because I've always just kept it like that. I barely just added new stuff to it because my friend Arturo bought that new pack about something with light. I forget what it's called, but it comes with Light Sworn stuff. So I've only had one Raiden before. Now I finally have 2 Raidens. I got another Lila, and I forget the last one. I think I got another Felice. And so yeah, so I'm thinking of probably going back to buy another one so I can get another. So I'm guaranteed to get another Judgment Dragon because I don't buy stuff online really. So yeah. So yeah, and I'm also very excited for the new Twilight Sworns to come out in Code of the Duelist. That's gonna be pretty fun because it actually makes Light Sworns a bit more diverse than what they usually are. So yeah, that's number 3 for me, Light Sworns. Number 2 is gonna be Red Eyes. I've been loving Red Eyes ever since the beginning. Especially ever since it appeared on the anime with Joey using it, and then and that being Joey's main monster and stuff like that. I just loved it so much. And then when I finally learned that they made support for it, this was during the time that I didn't really play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I didn't have money to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So what I always wanted to do was buy that one structure deck that came out with Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon's probably still my favorite Red Eyes card out of all of them. I still don't have it, and I want to get one because I just think he's a super cool monster. But yeah, and then a couple years ago they started coming out with the Legacy support, and Red Eyes got some Legacy support, which I'm super happy about. I love the way that you can play the deck in many different ways now with the fusions, or you can play an Xyz variant of the deck. Well, I played the Burn version of the deck, which mixes the 2 of them together, but with just more Burn cards with it as well. So yeah, I just love Red Eyes. It's probably my favorite dragon archetype out of what's going to be number 1. So yeah, that's Red Eyes to me. It means a lot. Okay, so some of you guys already probably seen this by watching the first video that I ever made on this channel, but my favorite archetype, I'm probably gonna be cheating here because I like grouping these three groups together all the time, which is All Eyes, Magician Pendulum, Performer Pals. This is a deck that I've been making ever since I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh. The reason I made this deck is because when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I was just like looking around on the internet, and I found Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, and I was like, what is this? And then I found the first episode of the anime, and I was just like blown away of what it was. I was just like, dang, son, that's pretty cool. So then I bought a bunch of packs of Secrets of Eternity. My first packs that I've actually ever bought, since the only time I've played Yu-Gi-Oh before as a kid, but that was just like I bought a bunch of random card deck that the thrift store had. So yeah, I bought a bunch of cards in there, made myself a 60 card deck as every starting Yu-Gi-Oh player does, mainly full of all the performance powers I can find and any Xyz monsters that I had, because I was a fan of Xyz at the time. So yeah, and then that slowly kept improving and improving when one of my friends, Mark, gave me all the empowered warrior stuff and the time gazer and stargazer, and the original Odd Eyes dragon from the time space starter deck. I still have the original time gazer and stargazer, but they're not in my deck right now. I probably will put them back in my deck because they were my first one. So yeah, and then that kept improving and improving as I kept buying packs, and then eventually I bought the Megatons, and well, yeah, I eventually got the Megatons, and that's how I got the first Megaton I bought No, I never actually bought any Megatons. I'm just realizing this. I actually traded for those all the Odd Eyes cards I had. First I only had one with which is the one that you usually see me, which is the one I always bring out, which is the bended one, which got bent when my cards were just laying around and stuff like that. So yeah, and then like I didn't really use the Magicians that much. I'm gonna talk about Performance Powers now. Performance Powers I always use as a supporter for Odd Eyes, since Odd Eyes is my boss monster. These guys are mainly the supporters who back them up with my OTKs that I made. I originally used like Friend Donkey and Stamp Turtle for Xyz summoning, and then made of crazy weird Darkaburian, Burn Visor, Cat Shark OTK, but I only used it once in a duel. Yeah, slowly I started putting less Performance Powers in the main deck in exchange for more of the Magician Pendulums, who are just great for bringing out which are great scales and just great for me bringing out all my extra deck Odd Eyes cards. Sorry about that. Eventually I do want to get, I don't have Vortex yet, that's one I really want to get, and especially Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, which is probably my second favorite Odd Eyes next to Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. But yeah, I've been making the deck ever since I got back into it. Still going to be trying to play it because I just love the deck so much and how it works and all of the cards that are associated with all the Magicians, all the Odd Eyes, and the Performance Powers even. So yeah. So that's going to be it for the video. That's been my top 10 favorite archetypes. Go ahead and list down below your favorite archetypes, and yeah. Tell me below also what other top 10 lists you guys want me to make. Also, so of course, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. I already said to comment down below stuff, and subscribe if you want more. Alright, see you guys. Hey guys, as you noticed in the video, I completely forgot to mention number 5. That's mainly because I forgot, or when I was putting the video together, because as you notice, it was made with clips that I forgot to put in number 5. So yeah, so I'm here. Reason that I'm not just putting it at the end because it would just seem awkward to do so. So yeah, plus I'm not sure how that video actually turned out I'm sure I know how it turned out, but it would just seem weird to just add that into the end. So I'm adding this to the end to more explain number 5 for me. So yeah. So extend the video, hooray! So yeah, number 5 for me is Blackluster Soldier, the Blackluster Soldier archetype. To be honest, I never actually expected this card to actually become an archetype. Black Soldier, if you guys don't know, is my favorite monster and has always been my signature boss monster. Every time in the old days when I was playing, when I was younger, and always when I was playing on the Game Boy games for the Yu-Gi-Oh games. I mainly, I don't actually have a Blacklist. I have the original Blacklist Soldier card, but I don't have a deck for it. I have the ritual and everything for it. It's just that it just seemed kind of weird. There's a cat outside. You guys want to see the cat? Yeah. Cat's just staring at me. Anyway, this is getting I'm getting off the rail here. So yeah, Blacklist Soldier, never expect him to actually become an archetype. And when the Legacy support came out, I was like super excited because I finally get to play a better version of my original boss monster. So now I have a new version of my boss monster. So Blacklist Soldier, Super Soldier. And I just love how he looks, and I love how what you can do, how the other cards in his archetype support him, like with Super Soul allowing you to search out the little knights, and also if you pitch a Blacklist Soldier, he can basically become one on the fields and until your next turn, so that's always cool. The little knights I like them a lot. They're easily searchable since they're level 4 warriors. And when they're used for the ritual summon of your Blacklist Soldier, either the original one or the Super Soldier, they basically beginning night basically turns them into Envoy of the beginning, and the evening Twilight Night turns them to the Envoy of the Twilight. So that's cool. And plus, he can use both of these effects per turn. It's not limited like how it was with. How he is with the original cards of Blacklist Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, and Envoy of the Twilight. So, and it's raining. That poor cat outside. Keep getting sidetracked when I do these kind of off script. Well, technically, none of my videos are scripted. So, yeah. Anyway, this is taking longer than I expected. So, yeah. And I just love how the ritual spell incorporates where you can banish cards from your graveyard. You can banish the spell and cards in your graveyard to special summon one from your hand. The new spell, Synthesis, which I say is probably the better version of it, but I still use Super Soldier Ritual because I just like using that card as well because I don't know, because I'm weird. So yeah, Super Soldier Synthesis, which is the second spell, ritual spell for them, which can use a monster from your hand and a monster from your deck to bring one to special summon the Blacklist Soldier from your graveyard or from your hand, which is always cool. Plus, they have their own version of Kalut with they made another little knight, which I just learned. I forget what his actual name is. So yeah, I know he was an envoy. I think that was part of his name. So yeah, I also liked how the archetype incorporated the Gaias into it. And technically a little bit with Karibo, Spear Karibo, who, I guess would be the spirit monster. My dual spirit of the Blacklist Soldier since he's Karibo. So yeah. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, I actually incorporated the Gaias and Spear Karibo into my deck because I'm a scrub lord like that. Actually, nah, because I just love playing that deck. It's not my top because the deck isn't really that good. Yeah, it flown under the radar. Like once it came out, it wasn't really that good of a deck. So yeah, I just wish that my favorite monster and its archetype, my boss monster, gets better support down the line. And I just realized that this is a 6-minute video being added on to the end of already 13-minute video. So yeah. I don't know. I just ramble on. I always just ramble off every time I talk about the certain things I like when I was talking about number 1, I just kept rambling on about the archetype itself. So yeah. So get used to this, because every time I talk about something I like, I do this a lot. So yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my rambling and stuff like that. Those are my like true, honest opinions on the. Those are like all the archetypes I like. My honest opinions on Black Luster Soldier and how I wish he gets better support, because he's amazing. Yeah. In fact, I'm rambling on again when I shook off the video. Yeah. I would probably talk about that another day on because a little thing, I made anime characters for the show yeah, I guess I'll just talk about them in a different video. I don't want to keep rambling on and on and on. This is already 7 minutes and 30 seconds long. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my rambling and stuff like that. See you guys next time.